Neat stuff, neat stuff. All right, let's talk a little bit about an RV refrigerator. All right, the refrigerator to start out with. This specific model is gas and electric. And it's just a turn off, turn on. Get the beep, it's on. You got it on auto, where it's either on electric to start out with or gas. If you want it to be on gas, you do this. There is no light, but if the check light comes on, then you got a problem. Now, one of the major problems that we have with these type of refrigerators are there's no fan. I mean, you're going to get frost with them and things like this. And what's naturally you want to do is you want to take a bag of ice and throw it in here. That doesn't really help you much because when you cover the outside, that's where the cold comes from. So when you put that bag of ice there, it'll keep the bottom of the bag cold, but you'll find that the ice on top sometimes melts because you're not getting enough cold in there. So I felt it's a lot better to go ahead and just make our own ice. And you can get these little ice cube trays that fit in here quite well. If you get regular ones, they're going to go like this sideways, and it's going to take up a lot of space. So this puts it in here where I got 6, and 6 will fit in here just about perfect when they're full. Now, so what do you do after you got the ice? I like to have an ice bin. We have these big cups. So I did some measurements, and I found this little receptacle at Containers to Go that would fit in here. It will fit in there, and it actually will even fit in the bottom. But I didn't quite like it for one reason. When you fill it up to here, ice starts coming out this little hole. So Costco came along. I saw these 2 for $7, $5, something like this. They weren't very much at all. So I got it, and I said, yeah, this will work. But guess what? It's too big. It won't work. And it's got these things on the side, so you'd have to put it on the side, and it eats up more space. So what did I do? I took that container and I cut it down. And I cut off the one side of it. I used some like 1000 grit sandpaper to make it smooth, leaving one handle on one side, which allows me to put this in here like this, not use up much space, keep it away from the side of the edge. It's all good. Now, one thing, if you notice, these shelves are adjustable. I like it in the middle like it is because it gives you space where you can keep your ice and keep your disc, keep things separated. And you do have door space here, which just does go up top and bottom. So, all right, going to the refrigerator compartment. Same scenario. You do have a little bit of adjustment on this if you want it colder or hotter. This little thing slides up and it actually makes it go colder. And that's about all the adjustments you have. I have to say one thing. These refrigerators are not made for having a lot of little kids that want to open and shut these doors, because every time you open these doors, all your cold air goes out. Also, it's not like, okay, we're going camping today. Let's turn the refrigerator on, let's go. No, you need about at least 10, 12. It's usually good to have it a day before that you turn your refrigerator on. It's cold the next day. Then you put your food in after that. These shelves are adjustable too in here, which all it takes is a little clip that sets off to one side here, and then these shelves go in and out, and then you can move them up or down or wherever you want to. I specifically put this one in here so that it'll hold a gallon on that shelf. This shelf has, I like this edge, it's got a nice little edge, to it that will keep things from coming out. The next thing is something that I would call neat stuff, because I like to have filtered water. So I bring my own little zero water jug. And I put it in here. But when you have these jugs in here and they want to go down the road, you do this and bam. You open the door and you're going to find a nice little flood at your feet. So I have found these little things and they're called RV fridge brace. And they're really nice to put in here. Then things don't slide around very much. You can put one on this side, you can put one on this side, which still leaves you enough room to kind of slide it out and in. But definitely I would consider them a neat stuff. Last is when you get done, you empty everything out, you're at the house, and you're going to find, like I said at the beginning, you've already got frost up here. So and first thing you do, turn it off. Now we're off. Lights out, refrigerator's off. But you're going to take everything out, you're going to shut it. 3 weeks later, next weekend, 2 weeks later, a month later, whatever it is, you open this thing up and whoa, my goodness. And what's happened with that water has turned septic and it's got mold in there. Now, there's a couple different things to use. This was what came in our old one, which I bought in the old one, which is just a little device that sits in here like this, and it braces the door. So now the door has air going in there, so it'll dry out. I typically like to come like a day later, 2 days later, come here, put little paper towels, wipe it out, and then put this thing in here.
Well, I don't know why we're talking about cool things, because it's Valentine's Day in Houston and it is 36 degrees outside. So, yeah, I didn't time this one quite right, but I hope you enjoy, and I hope to see you next week.
If you like the video, give it a thumbs up.
Turn on your post notifications.
Put the comments down below. Subscribing will make me happy.